Okay, welcome everyone and Happy New Year. And my apologies for canceling the last Substack meeting. I was under the weather and I lost my voice for a while, but now I'm back and it's really great to see everybody. And I want to thank everybody for participating in Substack. It's very important to me that you do participate. Your Substack fee is helping us with our mission work, and we're scheduled next month. We're going to be going to Togo, Africa, to help the people there that are blind from cataracts and other eye disease. So it's um, it's just wonderful, and I'm really grateful that I have that opportunity to help uh, less unfortunate people who are blind from different eye diseases. So we're going to be doing this Substack meeting a little bit differently. It is the new year, and every time the new year comes by, we always like to make New Year's resolutions. So when I call on you with your question, I first want you to tell me what your New Year's resolution is going to be. And hopefully your New Year's resolution is to be something positive to help improve your vision and your health. And I do really feel that taking a positive step, especially at the beginning of every year, is so important that we make an affirmation. We have a positive affirmation. We're going to do something to really improve our vision and our health. So I'm going to start. And my New Year's resolution, I have two. One is that I am going to read a journal article related to the eye. The ophthalmic literature is just amazing. There's publications from all over the world. So my commitment is I'm going to read one journal article a day, somehow translate that into a way that I can help you with that information. A second resolution, about 5 years ago, I began taking fiddle lessons. And of course, I've been really lazy. I haven't been really practicing. And my son told me, he said, "Dad, if you want to become good at any instrument, you really have to play it 30 minutes every day." 30 minutes every day. So my commitment is I'm going to practice my fiddle 30 minutes every day. And there's two reasons for that. Number one, I think, playing a musical instrument is helping your hand-eye coordination. And, with my surgical missions, it's very important that I do have some good hand-eye coordination. So playing that instrument every day is going to help. And I think also music is a wonderful way to relax the autonomic nervous system. So if any of you do play an instrument, I would really encourage you to, those musical vibrations are just wonderful, wonderful. All right, so let's begin here. One moment here. Looks like Claudia has her hand up. Hi, Claudia. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year's. My resolution is to let as many people know that there are holistic hope for people with eye. The doctors just say, take these vitamins and that's it. And I wrote in our Christmas letter, no, there's all kinds of things, and I'm very encouraged. So I appreciate all your help. I have a question. I had a cataract in this eye and the surgery, and I've been using a microcurrent. I waited for the surgery was in November. I waited until middle of December. So to start with the microcurrent back on it. It's feeling like it's becoming detached. I can feel it like it's a contact lens. So is it just too high? Is the microcurrent just too high and I need to lower it, or should I stop it for a while? Or I'm concerned that I may be.
Yeah, I think we have to reevaluate things. And that's something that I should probably do with the consultation.
Okay, it's not one from you. I bought the microcurrent through another holistic doctor, so I don't think it's
Well, that's a problem because, most of the holistic doctors don't understand the eye. And many times the,
no, holistic eye doctor. No, he's very involved in all of this.
uh-huh.
But it's one that I ordered after listening to Dr. Courtney. I went to this other doctor who was local, more local. I haven't seen him. He's not my doctor. I just ordered the microcurrent machine from him, which was a different machine, but it's much cheaper than what I would have paid.
Well,
So,
see, the problem is it depends on the frequency and the current. And there are proprietary frequencies and current, and I really can't give you any advice because I have no idea what the frequencies and current are.
okay. I mean, would it be if I just lowered it and kept it lower just for
I
the,
can't give you any advice because
okay,
it's not my machine. But generally, what I have found, and this is true, that people tend to use the current too high,
okay,
much too high. You know,
okay,
the typical feeling is that more is better, not with microcurrent. We want to keep the current very, very low. I don't know what your current setting is, but typically my current is between 40 and 20 microns, 40 and 20 microamps.
okay,
And many of the machines are up to 500 or 1,000 microamps. Now
okay.
that's good for physical problems, for back pain or muscle pain. But the eye, we want a very, very low current.
Okay, one other question. You had mentioned last time about Aclumed that you recommended it, which I've been taking, but do you know why the FDA did a warning against it and pulled it from some things, some
Well, the
places?
FDA has a movement underway. They want to do away with all alternative eye drops.
Okay, okay.
And they're
So it's,
looking for reasons, but the company is fighting their regulations, and I think they're back on the market.
okay. And you had said about sunlight exposure for the circadian rhythm, the morning sun, but there's also the sense of don't let the sun touch your eyes and wear sunglasses. So can you explain a little bit more about that?
Well, number one, I think we need ultraviolet light, the blue light. We need blue light during the day. That's why God made the sky blue and the ocean blue. And at night, the spectrum shifts from blue to red. So I don't understand your question.
Well, with I'm sorry, I have macular degeneration. So my understanding is wear sunglasses, protect your eyes when you go out in the sun. But then I read in your recent thing about the circadian rhythm and the morning sunlight exposure you should have on your eyes.
Well, first of all, that's a complex issue. Number one, we need ultraviolet light. I don't recommend that you wear sunglasses during the day. We need ultraviolet light. Now, if you're going to be exposed to a lot of sunlight, if you're going to be on the beach and you're going to be outdoors all day, you need sunglasses. But our body needs a small amount of ultraviolet light. That's one of the reasons why vitamin D deficiency is so prevalent. We're not getting enough ultraviolet light. Now, the issue is that we have to avoid blue light at night. So the big problem now is people are spending an exorbitant amount of time on their personal devices and
Right.
computers, which gives blue light. So we do need some type of blue light blockers at night to protect our eyes.
So with macular degeneration, I can walk outside in the sunlight without sunglasses on if it's not for just
Well,
to go.
just a moderate amount of exposure.
Okay, thank you.
You need ultraviolet light.
I was under the impression as soon as I walked out the door, I needed these big
No,
sunglasses
absolutely
on.
not. Absolutely not.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, Karen Deutsch. How are you? Happy New Year, Karen.
Hi, Happy New Year to you. I'm German and I'm living in Germany. And my resolution is to have or to do one thing at least every day for my eyes, and it likely different things. Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I have cataract. I was diagnosed in December 2019, and I already kind of had a consultation with you and Chris, kind of, because she sent it to me all via email. And the problem in Germany is that the products you usually recommend for the US market, almost nothing is available in Germany. The only thing which I could order is ocufolin, the vitamins. Everything else is a problem. Oclomed, the manufacturer, says they do not send to Germany because customs makes a real problem to let it in the country. So finally, Chris recommended something. It's called Cineraria maritima from the company Schwabe. But that product is not launched in Germany from that company. It comes from Pakistan or India. And the manufacturer I called, they warned me. But I've taken a similar product with the same Cineraria maritima in it all year long in 2019 from Veleda, which is launched and available. Would you also recommend that I take this product instead of Oclomed? Because I took it for 1 year from a different company and it didn't help.
Well, let me just make a comment that I'm a big advocate of good nutrition. If God wanted us to take eye drops, he would grow them on trees in little bottles. So the first step you need to do if you have a cataract is to make sure you take some good supplemental vitamin C. Studies have shown that vitamin C deficiency contributes to the development of a cataract. Also, I'm a big advocate of good nutrition. Make sure you're eating healthy fruits and vegetables and keep yourself well hydrated. Now, I have very good news for all the German people that my latest book, Homeopathic Ophthalmology, I've been looking for a publisher, and listen to this. The only publisher that wants to publish my book is a German company. And they're going to be publishing my book in German and English. The company is Verlang, and I'm working with a German company.
Could you please spell it?
Verlang, Verlang, I believe.
Never heard of it. Okay.
They're a big, I may be mispronouncing it or spelling it wrong, but they're a major German company that publishes all sorts of health books. They're an international publisher.
Okay.
And I'm working with the company and some German, so I'm very excited about it'll be published in German and English.
Okay. With regards to food and vitamin C, I've switched my diet 30 years ago to almost all, maybe 80 to 90% organic. I'm taking vitamin C more than the 3 gram you recommend for years. And I have, I don't know what you think of it. My father died in January 2019. The first time I realized I'm seeing worse was in August 2019. And then in December, I went to the eye doctor in Germany and I got diagnosed with a cataract. Do you think, I still have the assumption it could have to do something with the death? Do you have any idea what I could do except all the food, the vitamins, the good nutrition?
Okay, well, my my passion is homeopathy.
Okay.
And homeopathy was founded in Germany by Samuel Hahnemann.
I know.
So I would recommend that you look at, classical homeopathy, and classical homeopathy looks at the emotional component of disease. And certainly if you have a death in the family or some emotional situation, that can be a contributing factor to your eye problem. And one of the best ways to treat your eye disease is to treat that emotional component. So you have a lot of good homeopaths in Germany, and I would definitely recommend investigating that.
Okay. Another question. I'm using
You know
MS.
what? Let's limit the questions to one,
Okay.
because we have a
Okay.
lot of other people waiting, and I don't like one person to monopolize everything with 5 or 6
Okay.
questions. So if you do have a question, give me your best question, not 5 or 6, okay? So
Okay.
next up is Allison Davis. Happy New Year, Allison.
Here, thank you for having this forum. My New Year's Eve resolutions are to find a homeopath and make an appointment, and then to do more eye exercises. So my
Great.
question is about dry eyes. I've been using the Oclumed. Sometimes when I put the drops in, they sting a little bit. And then also in the middle of the night, I wake up and my eyes are so dry. And I was wondering if there's something you'd recommend for dry eyes.
Well, the Oclumed is not something that I would recommend for dry eyes. The Oclumed is a treatment for cataracts,
Right.
not
And
really a good treatment for dry eyes.
right.
The number one treatment that I like for dry eyes are ozonated saline.
Oh, good.
I
Ozonated.
would investigate that. You can go to YouTube. I have a video
Uh-huh.
on how to make your own ozonated eye drops. Unfortunately, you can't buy ozonated eye drops. You need to invest in a small ozone generator. It looks like a little aquarium bubbler, and it
Uh-huh.
bubbles ozone into saline, and you put
Okay.
those eye drops in. So what's up with ozone? Well, ozone's a highly reactive form of oxygen. It helps rejuvenate tissue. It helps reduce inflammation, and it also is a disinfectant. So many times dry eyes are caused by chronic inflammation of the eyes, the eyelashes, bacteria grows. So it's a treatment that'll help rejuvenate the eyes. It's all natural. There's no preservatives. It's just wonderful.
Great.
So you can investigate it on, go to YouTube and type in Kondrot ozone. And I think there's probably some old Substack articles on making ozone eye drops.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay, and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And Erdna, I don't know if I'm pronouncing
Yes,
it right.
yes. Hi, Irena. It's Irena.
Irina.
Hi. Thank you for doing this. Really
Happy New
appreciate
Year
it.
to you. Where are you
Happy New Year.
located? It looks like you're in the
Uh,
tropics.
I'm in Mexico right now, and I was supposed to have a consult with you, but because I can't get the Ocufolin here, I'm putting it off till I get back to Canada in May. So I'll be talking to you in May, hopefully. My New Year's resolution is to make my eyes my priority and give them the support, love, and gratitude that they deserve this year.
Okay,
And
I love it. Love
yeah,
your eyes.
I think I've taken them for granted too long. So my question to you is, while I'm here in Mexico, because I do have a consult coming up with you when I get back to Canada, but I'm wondering what I can do here in Mexico while I'm here to support my eyes. I've got glaucoma. I've had glaucoma for about 20 years. It's in the family, and I'm 50%, I have 50% damage in my right eye already. And my left eye, I've got vitreal detachment happening, plus I've got cataracts starting. And I found myself an ophthalmologist here in Mexico, in Bucerias. I'm in San Pancho. There's a lot of healers here, a lot of, alternative modalities here. And I've done everything, I'm doing everything that you recommend in your book and watching all your videos and everything. So I'm on a very healthy anti-inflammatory diet, taking care of my health. I'm otherwise very healthy. I have done a detox before I came down here. Checked my metal toxicity, which apparently was pretty high. So I'm trying to I did a detox on that. and on parasites, and cut out wine, coffee, sugar, all those things. So I'm eating very healthy. I'm living very healthy. I'm walking on the beach. I'm doing Tai Chi. I'm a long time practitioner of yoga. I meditate. So I'm doing affirmations. I'm doing all those things. My question to you is, and I am taking all the vitamins and supplements, specifically for the eyes. But what can I do while I'm here? I've booked an acupuncture. I'm wondering
Well,
about the acupuncture.
let me just tell you here,
Mhm.
because you're doing so many things. But sometimes when the mind is too busy and the body's too busy, you don't allow yourself to heal. My advice is just be. You're in a beautiful place. Just relax. Glaucoma is a disease of an imbalance in the autonomic nervous system.
Mhm.
And the best thing you can do is maybe do nothing and just
Oh, God.
relax.
Oh my goodness.
Also, I would recommend that you do walk on the beach. I'm a big advocate of
Yeah.
earthing or grounding,
Yes,
and taking
yes,
your
I know
shoes
that.
and socks off and walking on the beach is a wonderful way to ground your body, to help reduce your eye pressure and help the body to heal. I don't know if you read the book called Earthing
Yes.
by Dr. Sinatra.
Hmm.
He stated that his best discovery or his best gift to mankind was the book Earthing. And
Hmm.
that's what you got to do. You just got to be, you're in a beautiful place, relax. Because sometimes when you do, remember, where you put your energy, it will grow. And if you're always focused on doing things for your glaucoma, you're putting more energy into your glaucoma and it's just going to get worse. Just be and
No.
relax.
Wow, you're so
And
bang on. I mean,
I'll maybe I'll come down and visit you.
yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that. I have
Okay, the
a
next
bed.
Substack meeting is going to be in Mexico on the beach. Okay.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, yeah, I thank you for reminding me of that, because I did, I teach, and I took time off from teaching, and they offered me two online courses while I was down here. And I thought, great, I could still teach while I'm down here. And then
Don't you dare just be and
and I
relax.
said, I said no to the teaching, and I'm just doing nothing. And I said no to my work and to everything else, but I'm having such a hard time because I was such a doer. And even with affirmations, I've got pages and pages of affirmations, so you're very, very right. I feel like I have to do stuff for my eyes, but
And
I'm a little,
that's causing your eye pressure to increase.
well, I took pressure off of me, but I'm not having a lot of luck at doing nothing. It's not me, and I'm
Well,
just
that's your New Year's resolution to do nothing.
do nothing.
Be
You
happy
know,
with doing nothing.
I went to see the ophthalmologist in Bucerias, and at the end I said, she recommended surgery for my cataracts before my glaucoma gets worse.
Mm.
I don't know about that. And my other doctor is strongly recommending tubes, like, that surgery. And so when I go back, I have to decide whether I'm going to have surgery or not. And I don't want to have surgery. That's why I feel these 4 months still that I'm here, I need to do,
Okay, well, your goal is to do nothing and maybe some earthing. That's it.
and acupuncture, you wouldn't recommend acupuncture or
No.
all those treatments? No? Would it harm it?
Well, I'm recommending you're doing too much. You're
Uh,
on vacation. Relax. Remember, glaucoma is a disease of the autonomic nervous system. And sometimes
mhm.
just by relaxation, meditation, quieting your mind and your body, that'll be the best thing for your glaucoma.
Okay. And so,
Right?
do you know anything about Sananga?
No, I got to move on to somebody
Okay.
else. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Okay. Happy
Ann,
New Year.
Ann Haynes. Hi, Ann.
Hi. Thank you so much for this. I appreciate it and all that you do. I have dry eyes, have had them for years. I'm 70, and cataracts have been an ongoing issue for a number of years. But now I really have to do something. I eat, I think, well. I've started taking a few supplements, but I, I don't know. And the doctor suggested LipiFlow. I, I just want any kind of comments you have about those of us with cataracts and dry eyes.
Well, I mentioned that I love the ozone eye drops.
Right. Yes.
And the ozone eye drops can not only help treat the dry eyes, but they also help treat the underlying cause sometimes of inflammation of the eyelashes. So that's
But
why I
yes,
like
that
them.
was the other thing.
Yeah, they're
bluff-
talking about the LipiFlow, and that's a device used to help improve the, inflammation of the eyelashes. So I would really look at the ozone eye drops. Now, the ozone eye drops really aren't going to treat the cataract, but I think that many times, if you treat the dry eyes and the inflammation on the front part of your eyes, your vision will improve.
Ah, okay.
And
Okay.
then I think nutrition is a key factor with cataracts, being careful with only putting healthy food. I always joke with patients, if it has a label on it, don't eat it.
Right.
You want more natural, organic, raw foods. Increase your vitamin C, keep yourself well hydrated, and avoid all the toxins in our environment. So, studies have shown that elevated lead and mercury and all these things contribute to the development of the
Yeah.
cataract.
Okay. Fortunately, I grew up in a family that was very natural oriented, so I've been eating
Mhm.
organic food mostly for most of my life. But yes, that's very helpful. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And just because you have cataracts, it doesn't mean you need surgery.
Yeah, had it, but I'm noticing it's very difficult, you know. I don't know. It just as things get fuzzier and less defined, um, and the contrast, like at night or even during the day, if there's a bright light behind the person I'm looking at, I can't see their face. It's disconcerting. What can you explain more about what you just said?
Well, I'm a believer, I'm 75 and I have cataracts, and every time I go to the eye doctor, they want to do surgery on me,
Right.
but I'm able to function. I'm able to do surgery myself. I play the fiddle, not very well, but I play the fiddle.
Sure.
And, I'm not really limited. Now, when I drive at night, yeah, I have some difficulty, or if the lighting isn't right, I need glasses, but
Hmm.
I'm able to function, so I don't need surgery. So when you come to a point where you are limited in your activities and you're struggling, then you need to consider cataract surgery. There's nothing horrible about cataract surgery, but I think so many times cataract surgery is done unnecessarily. The other thing I like to caution everybody is you have to ask yourself, why are you developing cataracts? Is it because of dietary indiscretions? Is it because of health issues? Is it because of toxicities? So sometimes a cataract is a warning sign that you really have to look at your overall health and start to take some measures. So everybody will get cataracts after the age of 50, but not everybody will need cataract surgery. And if they
Okay.
do develop, then there's a reason why, and you have to address that underlying problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We have Hamia. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Hamia.
Yes, it's Haumea.
Hamea.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year. Thank you. So
And
this
where's your
year,
video? You just have a stylish picture. We want to see who you are.
I'm not able to get on video right now. Sorry
All
about
right,
that.
well, we'll let you slide this time.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So this year I'm honoring my own natural timing rather than always trying to push myself or rush myself. Um,
I like that.
yeah, it's making a difference already. I'm really liking it.
Mhm.
So I have a question. I'm 65 this year, and I did go to the optometrist about a month ago. They, did the photo of the eye and all that, said that the nerve, everything looked good. I do have some cataracts growing, but the nerve looked good. But since then, in this last month, when I look up in my left eye, it feels strained. It's, and the convergence in my eyes, I do have astigmatisms, but the convergence is not happening well. Even when I'm wearing my glasses, it's like I'm getting double vision. So just wondering if you have any insights on that. And I am looking to make an appointment with the ophthalmologist.
So you're having trouble bringing the eyes together when you say convergence.
Yes, bringing the eyes together. So I'm having double vision.
Mhm,
And also when I look up, the left eye feels strained.
mhm. Well, that's a condition called convergence insufficiency, and it is a common problem. And sometimes eye exercises will help. And the most common eye exercise is called pencil push-ups. You focus on a pencil or your finger, and you bring it in closer and closer to your eyes, and you keep it focused so it stays one. That strengthens your eyes of convergence or moving in. Sometimes certain glasses can help. Prisms in the glasses, which I usually don't recommend initially. And also there's some homeopathic remedies that can help. So I would wait and get a good eye exam. My first approach would be to try to maybe do some eye exercises. That happens when there's an imbalance, when you go to read, you change your accommodation. Your accommodation is the ability to look at near and distance. Also, at the same time, your accommodation changes, your eyes have to turn in a certain way. So there's an imbalance between accommodation and convergence. So you may want to look at some eye exercises for that.
Great. I will do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's a relief to hear, actually.
Yeah.
So I will.
Happy New Year. And maybe you just need some stronger eyeglasses.
Ah.
I hate to say that, but when you get
Mhm.
to the age of 60, those eye muscles just aren't focusing as well.
Ah, okay. I will check on that too.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Okay, we have Kristen.
Hi, doctor.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you. Thank you for all that you do, because there's not a lot of you guys out there, maybe three that I've been listening to. My resolution can be I'll get more sunlight. It was good that you brought that up.
Oh yeah, sunlight is wonderful. We need more sunlight.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm very sensitive to it, but I'm working on that. That's so important. Okay, it's about my son. This is why I'm on here and stuff. My son has just very little vision left in one eye. And the first time it happened, and we have tons of doctors and testing, the first time it happened, he had a MRSA infection on his skin, but not in the eye. And he had a huge break from the vision loss and then started losing in the other eye. But he had staph under his arm, and they're trying to tell me it's not related. And I'm finding staph in his gut. And I wondered how much I noticed recently you talk about the gut some, or I've read it in your Substack, but would you also consider that, like, I guess it would be called an endotoxin, but almost like a toxic atrophy that it can cause just from maybe a staph in the gut, maybe? I don't know.
Well, his issue is he developed an eye infection, a MRSA eye infection. Is that
No, it was never in his eye. It was just that he happened to have MRSA for months, and after the MRSA was gone about a week, he lost all vision in one eye, like atrophy. And it's because when you go to other doctors, they want to call it NMO and all these other things. Or it's autoimmune because there's no diagnosis. But even being autoimmune, it could stem from the gut, like, right? Even if it's just from bad bacteria in the gut, maybe? Or no?
well, I would like to review his records, his eye records. If you
Oh,
could send
you would,
them over.
you would be blown away, doctor. It's something
I'd
I've
love to
never
review
seen.
his eye records, and I do think that sometimes these complex problems have a simple solution.
Okay.
So I'd like to review his records,
Okay.
and then I'll make some recommendations. But my first impulse is that usually these complex situations, I would definitely consult with a homeopathic doctor.
Yeah, I never thought about it until you said that now, because I've done
Yeah.
homeopathy for
There's a group,
myself.
it's called the American Institute of Homeopathy.
Okay.
And these are medical doctors, well-experienced medical doctors that are trained in homeopathy. And if you Google the American Institute of Homeopathy, you have to be careful with homeopaths because sometimes, a doctor can take a weekend course and call himself a homeopath.
Right. Okay.
These are doctors that have, studied homeopathy for 20, 30 years and embrace it in their practice, have a lot of experience. And that's what you need.
And that's what you do too, you're saying, right?
That's what I do.
I had forgotten that part of it. And it's interesting because of it being such a strange thing for a boy and a guy in his 30s. I found 3 other young men, and it's not from the COVID shot, that have had this atrophy, maybe not presenting in the same exact way, but they've lost usually a left eye. And I'm like, what am I missing? Like, I feel like it might be something simple. I don't know if that sounds crazy.
I am seeing like a whole new generation of weird diseases that I've never seen
Okay.
in my life. I mean,
Mhm.
I've been practicing ophthalmology for 50 years, and I'm seeing diseases now that I've never seen in my life before.
I think it's a little odd. Can you imagine 4 men? It's just, I thought that was weird. And I would just find them either myself or talking to their moms, just because I'm constantly researching, because I
Mhm,
want to stop the loss.
mhm.
But thank you for everything you do.
But
I
I would
appreciate it.
definitely investigate homeopathy, and please send me a copy of his records. I can dissect it to just see exactly, you know, what's going on. And there's no charge for that. I'd be happy to take a look at the records.
Thanks, doctor. I appreciate it.
Okay. Blessings to you. I'll say a prayer for your son.
Thank you.
Gene Kingston. Good to see you, Gene. You're on, Gene. Oh, you have to unmute. Oh, your lips are moving, but I can't hear you. Oh, I can't hear you, Gene. You better have a good New Year's resolution. Oh, you have to unmute, Gene.
There, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you better have a good resolution. You're keeping us in suspense here.
Well, my resolution is to remain more positive than I have been in 2024. When I was fighting cancer a few years ago, I tried to be more positive. I wouldn't allow any negative thoughts in my head. I didn't have any, I had surgery, but I didn't have any chemo or anything like that. I've been clear for 7 years. So anyway,
Yeah, you got to get rid of those negative thoughts.
that's right. And
I like a quote by Mark Twain. He said, "Many horrible things have happened in my life, and a few have actually come true."
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay. What I wanted to know is my homeopathic is almost empty. It's, I'm still have a bit in the bottom, but I'm ready to get a new bottle. And as you know, it's easier for me to get it from Canada than it is to bring it up from the States, probably even more so now. um, so I was wondering if I should just go ahead and order it in. I'm using LM1 right now. So I think probably the homeopathic is okay. I don't think there's, I think it's working fine. So should I order an LM2?
Yeah, go ahead and order an LM2 from Canada, and if you have any problems, let us know.
Yeah, no, it came like within 2 days. I got it at the door. So yeah,
Good.
it was good. Also, I would like to mention that I found a keyboard for my computer that is lighted, like it has a backlight on it, and it has large print on it. And the keys themselves are more in position of the original typewriter, like they're farther apart. And I'm just so thrilled with this because it's like I can part of my life is back again using this keyboard. So I think there must be other things out there on the market that would help people who have low vision.
Well, you know what? That's a good point, and that's one of my goals. I'm going to be doing some presentations on devices out there that can help people with low vision. Like, did you know that your iPhone can actually read print and turn it into audio.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's ways of doing that, and I'm trying to figure it out myself. And I'm
Let
gonna
me
be
know.
sharing that with everybody.
I have an iPhone, so I would love.
Yeah, so there's,
that.
it's remarkable how the technology can help people with, low vision.
Okay, that's good. So that was my main thing. I wanted to check on my homeopathic and tell you about this wonderful keyboard.
Yeah,
So
maybe, send that information to Chris.
I will. Yeah.
We can share it with the group, that keyboard.
Yeah,
Thank
I just got it on Amazon, so it wasn't,
Mhm.
any big secret. I got thinking one day, I said to my husband, I said, it's too bad they wouldn't come up with a lighted keyboard and with bigger print on it, like
Mhm.
bigger letters. And lo and behold, when I went to Amazon, they had one. So
Good.
yeah.
Okay,
So
well, Happy New Year, and thanks for sharing that information.
okay. And Happy New Year to you.
Okay, Canty, Happy New Year to you, Canty.
I think it's Kanta. Are you asking for me?
Kanta, yeah, Kanta,
Oh,
sorry.
thank you. That's fine. Thank you so much. And I also very much appreciate the work you're doing, your mission work. It was very inspiring. A couple of months ago, you wrote about it, and it was very uplifting, and I appreciated it. Thank you. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
thank you.
I'm
And what's
just
your,
going to
what's
ask
your
you.
resolution? What's your
Oh,
resolution?
I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. To be more heart-centered. That's one of my main one is to live in the heart, consciousness of the heart or higher in all that I'm doing. So that's my resolution. I've got a couple more, but that's probably the most important one.
Yeah, I think it is a very important one, living in the heart and sharing heart and your love to other people.
Yes, I believe that. Okay, this is very interesting. I have a very good ophthalmologist here. I'm in Middle Tennessee, and he just got a new machine. He said he was the first in the United States to get it. There was only 14, I think, sent here. And I hope you know about this therapy called DSLT. And what it is they put a pinpoint incision in your eye to release the pressure. He said it's very non-invasive. It's very inexpensive. It's like $300 per eye. And even Medicare will pay for it if you want to wait that long. I haven't jumped in because you also recommended the Syntonics. And I have an appointment to see an ophthalmologist, the only one, there's only two in Tennessee, but the one nearest me next week, just to maybe start that therapy that you recommended. So I was just
So
choosing
the DSLT, is that what it's called?
yes, DSLT.
And is that for glaucoma or what is it for?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it is glaucoma. It's to release the pressure. It says if you do this, you don't have to take drops anymore. And frankly, the latanoprost is the only pharma I take. I just don't really subscribe to taking anything from pharmaceuticals. But I do take that every night because that seems to be pretty important. I have 40% damage in my eyes, and it happened instantly over a year. I had nothing. The following year, I had 40%. It was a shock. So I'm also vegan. I do all the many yoga meditation daily, and I don't feel like I'm overdoing. I'm living in a beautiful environment. So that was a real big shock to me because I don't have other health issues really.
No, I am familiar with the SLT procedure. That's a very popular laser procedure for glaucoma. And I have heard of the DSLT. That's a more simplified version of the SLT,
Okay.
one treatment. So, but I think you have to be cautious with any type of laser procedure. I like to look more at looking at the underlying cause and maybe treating things naturally.
Of course.
But if there becomes an option, whether you need eye drops or a laser procedure, sometimes the laser procedure may be a better procedure.
So you feel good about perhaps moving forward with that then?
Yeah, in some cases, I prefer a laser procedure over eye drops because eye drops are toxic.
Yes.
They're petrochemicals, they have
Yep.
side effects. And in some cases, the laser procedure is a more natural way.
Well, that makes sense. I was wondering if you think I should wait till I do the Syntonic thing next week and start that therapy with the light.
Well, it's probably better to do the Syntonics first.
Okay.
That is less aggressive and more natural. And studies have shown that the syntonic light therapy can lower the pressure.
And does it also heal? because I'm really interested in actually healing that optical nerve if possible.
Mm.
And I'm
Yes,
wondering,
light therapy can help heal the nerve.
that's what I wondered. Okay. Well, thank you
Yeah.
for your advice. I'm going to take it. I'm going to
Yeah,
wait.
keep
and
us
try that.
posted on that.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
But you know what? What part of Tennessee are you located?
I'm about an hour west of Nashville. We have a large farm here. So,
Okay,
yeah,
but there
it's called
is
Dixon.
a good friend of mine is a homeopathic eye doctor in Tennessee.
Oh, I'm interested. And where are they located?
It's I think what's the music center? Is it Memphis or
Nashville, and we're an hour west, so that's close. Nashville.
Yeah, she is in Nashville. She's probably the only other homeopathic eye doctor in the world.
I'm excited. Can you give me her name, please? Thank
Her
you.
name is Sarah Jang, Jang.
Okay. And that's
Sarah
right.
Jang.
And if I put her name in there, she'll come up, you
Yeah.
think?
And it's interesting. I have a group of 5 eye doctors. We meet every Sunday for an hour, and we're reviewing cases and working on homeopathic remedies. And so there is a group of us that are trying to expand the holistic aspect of homeopathy and eye diseases. So it's kind of exciting.
That's wonderful. I feel so blessed. What a happy situation it is that they're nearby. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And who would imagine in Tennessee?
Yeah, who would? It's a wonderful place, I have to say. It's a
No,
very,
no, I love Tennessee. In fact, believe it or not, one of the best times I had in my life, I went to a fiddle camp in Tennessee.
I believe it. It's a very
Yeah.
special place. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, Happy New Year to you.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
God bless you. Okay, Allison, how are you, sir? Allison? If you could unmute, please. Allison? Oh, your lips are moving, but I can't hear you. You have to unmute. Ask to unmute there. Oh, I can't hear you, sir. You have to click the unmute button. No, it's not. I see your lips moving, but I can't hear you.
Unmute.
There.
Oh,
Okay.
there you are.
Okay. My wife signed up for this for yours.
I'm Allison.
But we both have issues. I don't want to take a lot of time, but I had some initial questions about. Let me just get into it a bit. Allison?
Oh,
can I
first
get
of all,
back to you?
what's your New Year's resolution? Remember, that's
Our
the
New
one.
Year, we're in Florida. Our New Year's resolution is to walk on the beach more often.
Good, barefooted, I hope.
Okay, yeah, barefoot, absolutely. Can I read?
It's okay, just do it.
No, I want to reduce. I have to read. I want to
It
read.
doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just want to
I'm
reduce
sorry.
I just want to reduce
Oh,
the.
do it.
I need to just read. I have a couple of.
I don't know anything. We're so like
We-
ridiculous with this.
We went to
Wait,
full
what's your
screen.
question?
Yeah, just ask the question but his question, he wrote it down.
Where's the view? Is the view? Can you read
Nah, I can't do it. Shoot.
down here? Down here?
I don't know.
Can you just ask your question? You don't
Just
have to.
ask.
Yes. Well, I had cataract surgery in both eyes about a year and a half ago. And at the time that I had the surgery, the doctor in Pennsylvania said that there's some glaucoma. And so I've been taking I think someone else there also had indicated they're taking latanoprost. I'm not using any other drops other than latanoprost. But my question is, I'd really like to have a consultation with you if possible to just see and provide you with whatever medical documentation I have, just to see if there's some way that you would recommend in reversing glaucoma. I watched a video of a woman, it was on the news, and I'd written down all these particular um, modalities to specifically mention them to you. And now it's full screen here and I can't read the Word document where I'd written everything down.
Well,
But
the best thing to do is to send me a copy of your eye record so I could review everything. You know, there's different
sure, we're
types of
happy to do that.
glaucoma.
I
And
had a
then,
field test. I had a field test in Pennsylvania when the surgery was done, when there was the initial concern about the glaucoma.
and what part of Pennsylvania are you from?
Well, we sold our home in Pennsylvania. We're living in Florida now, but it was in the Reading area, Dr. Izzo.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
think that I would need to look at a copy of your records and then we can take it from there.
I'd be
There are
very happy to do that.
a lot of alternative modalities to treat glaucoma, and my goal is to guide a patient to the best modalities that's going to help. And a
Yeah,
lot depends
I
on the
appreciate
type. Yeah, a lot depends on the type of glaucoma, the extent of damage, and there's a lot of other factors involved.
my left eye is worse than the right. The right's almost completely clear, but the left
Mhm.
there's some fuzziness. And I think I did a field test when the doctor did the cataract surgery, and I have results of that. I can send you the field test if that's helpful.
Yeah, if you can
Okay,
send me all your records and then we'll take
okay.
it from there.
But my wife had a narrow angle glaucoma attack, Allison. That's why she signed up. She signed up in her name, but both of us are interested in having consultations with you. So I'll send you that information. I There was the name of an ophthalmologist here in Florida, I think. I don't remember his name, but I had it written down. I can't see it because of the full screen here. I called him. He was in Akala, I think. Maybe that rings a bell. But
Oh,
anyway,
was that Dr. McNair?
it might have been.
Yeah,
But the
Dr.
person I
McNair
talked to
was
didn't seem like he was.
he's a good
He
friend of
had any.
mine,
Go ahead.
and
I'm sorry.
he's a good friend of mine, and he believes in alternative treatments, including microcurrent, light therapy, all that.
Well, perfect, because when I called to perhaps make an appointment for that sort of alternative therapy, the person I talked to just said, well, he just does cataract surgery. And so I couldn't get through the wall or whatever it was to actually indicate that we were interested more in alternative therapies. I already had cataract surgery. I wasn't interested in making that sort of appointment. So I'll try
Okay,
again.
well,
I have his phone number.
I'll look forward to getting a copy of your records and then we can take it from there.
Okay, now my wife's narrow angle glaucoma.
But we can do the same thing with me. I don't want to take up lots of
Yeah,
time.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
happy to do that and do a consultation. So we just call your office and set up a time for a consultation?
Yes.
Okay,
All right, I'll look forward to getting your records and trying to help you the best way I can.
yeah, we're very interested in working with you.
Thank you.
Okay, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
And enjoy walking on the beach in Florida. You can do that just about every day. Linda Enger. Hello, Happy New Year, Linda.
So
Happy
frustrating.
New Year to you as well. And I'm glad you're feeling better. I
know.
was disappointed when you weren't available last week.
I was very disappointed too, because I always hate to cancel.
Yeah, no, I understand. And not having a voice, that doesn't work well. So New Year's intentions for me, concerning my eyes are I'm going to research the homeopathic doctors here again in Scottsdale, unless there's someone you highly recommend.
Well, I would make sure you get a classical homeopath.
Yes.
Because I used to be president of the Arizona Homeopathic and Integrative Medical,
Yes.
and most of the homeopathic doctors are not really homeopaths.
Yes.
They may use a little bit of homeopathic remedies, but they're not really classical.
I understand.
And there is a school in Arizona, I think it's called the American Medical College of Homeopathy. The director is Dr. Todd Rowe. He's a good friend of mine. He's a wonderful homeopath. And that's in Phoenix, the American Medical College of Homeopathy.
Okay.
And you can probably find a lot of good homeopaths
through
in
them.
that area.
Wonderful. Okay.
Or go to
So,
the American Institute of Homeopathy. Just Google that, American Institute of Homeopathy, and they list homeopathic doctors all over the United States.
right. No, I understand. And it's the classical homeopath. I know, okay, I don't want to get down a rabbit hole. So my intention concerning my eyes is finding a homeopath, researching the ozonated saline, because I'm using Sustain eye drops 3-4 times a day. And if you're feeling that the ozonated saline works much better than that,
Well, if the Sustain is helping, then continue it. But I think the ozonated saline is healthier for your eyes because it
yes,
helps
I,
actually regeneration and healing.
sounds good to me. I like the not just taking care of the symptoms, but healing.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then I finally got screaming, not screaming, wanting to scream, almost crying on the phone. I think I have the records I want to send to you for a consult. So, and earthing in the desert is kind of hard because,
Especially when it's under 20 degrees. I agree
well,
with you.
no, but it's also, it's sharp objects, so I don't really walk barefoot anymore. So,
Well, you know what? Most of the homes in Arizona, you have concrete patios.
right.
And walking on a concrete patio would be just as beneficial.
Oh, really? I thought you needed to be like grass or beach or something. Okay.
No, the concrete is absorbs the electromagnetic.
Oh, great. Well,
Now
then,
carpeting in wood will block it.
right.
And also everybody in Arizona has a swimming pool.
Well, we have an empty swimming pool.
Okay, but when you have a swimming pool, you're standing in the swimming pool, you're being grounded.
Okay. Well, in the summer I swim. Yeah. Okay. So, I want to get to my question because I'm in PT for some other things. And I brought it up that it seems like if I'm sitting down, I lean over to tie my shoes, or when I'm hiking, I stand up and I lean over to tie my shoes. I get lightheaded, just a little bit dizzy, not vertigo, but lightheaded. And so one of the PTs there does vestibular um, therapy. And now I've been getting that. And she and I were talking, and I told her I would ask you this question because she's doing research on her side. Is my glaucoma possibly, because she did all these eye tests and now I'm doing certain eye exercises, like I have a card and I keep looking and following and don't want to make anybody else dizzy. Is there a relationship between a lightheadedness at a certain angle? I mean, I know I don't do yoga anymore, downward dogs. I don't even go to yoga classes anymore. There's too many inversions. Is there a relationship between my glaucoma and the lightheadedness, vestibular, whoops, your picture disappeared. Your face disappeared. Oh, there you are.
Well,
okay.
Based on homeopathic principles, we take all of the symptoms and relationship of the symptoms very seriously. So the fact that you do have this peculiar symptom and you have glaucoma, that would be one of the factors that we use or what, to try to find a good homeopathic remedy for you. So my answer is definitely in homeopathy, there's no such thing as a symptom that doesn't have any value. So that is a very peculiar symptom, and that may be a symptom that would lead us to prescribing a good homeopathic remedy.
Okay. All righty.
So I would be very interested in helping you homeopathically because I do homeopathic consults.
Come here.
And as a homeopath, my ears kind of perk up when I hear these strange symptoms.
So to you, it doesn't sound like a typical glaucoma, but it's more a homeopathic, the full picture.
Well, every case of glaucoma is unique.
Mhm.
In other words, there isn't one homeopathic remedy that we give for glaucoma. We treat the
Right.
person.
Right.
We treat the person with glaucoma. And I could take 100 people with glaucoma, and each one would need a different homeopathic remedy.
Right. Right.
And that depends on your nature, your disposition. Are you warm, you cold, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, and peculiar symptoms.
Right.
When we look at all these factors, and that helps point us to a homeopathic remedy. And the goal is we're treating you as a person. And as you become healthy, not only your glaucoma will improve, but other aspects of your life. I love it when people get a good homeopathic remedy and they say, Dr. Kondrot, I don't know what you gave me, but I've never felt so good about myself.
Ah,
Imagine that, feeling good about yourself for once.
I probably feel good about myself, but
Oh, good. That's the way you want to live your life. You want to feel good about yourself.
yeah, no,
Even though you may have glaucoma and you have aches and pains, you still feel good about
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. I'm pretty cool.
You're alive, you're breathing,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
communicating. You're a gorgeous woman. So
Thank
you
you
got
so much.
everything going for you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for doing this. This is really awesome. So
Oh,
I
well,
will
thank
be,
you.
could you give me once again, how to send you our notes?
Go to freeconsult.us
Freeconsult.us.
and that'll give you all the information. Okay, anyway, the end of the hour, and I'm so happy that all of you have joined, and Happy New Year.
Thank
Let's
you.
keep the New Year's resolutions and intentions going. And remember, probably the most important thing is to feel good about yourself. All right. Okay, until next month. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you.